Hey everybody! Happy first day of April. March is an amazing month and I'm just so proud of everybody, and even if you're new, I'm just so glad that you decided to join. Not just It Works with this team. You get to choose the company, but you also get to choose who you enroll with and being a part of that team, and it's such a huge thing because there's probably many people that you saw do this business, and here you are. So I'm just really excited. I'm glad to see that you guys are on, taking time out from your Monday evening and making this something that's important to you to learn and to put back in yourself. So without further ado, there's a couple things that we're going to be going over today. One, what the heck is this April challenge thing about that you saw on the team page? What the heck is a host to post and how do I do it? And three, how the heck did Jenny sign 20 customers last month in huge BB orders? Because we all want to know that, right? We want to learn how to get big customers. All right. So we're going to save that for last, so you have to stay on to hear her tips. So we're going to go right on into what is the April challenge. Basically, me and the other leaders on this team, we came together and we decided that we really wanted to not just push you, but teach you how to do certain things in your business and give you an easy layout each day to do a challenge to work your business. It could be something very small. It could be something that could be a little bit time consuming that you're really going to have to lay out your day and see where you're going to have time to fit it in. But we will be putting the challenges up every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. So you go check it right away. And again, if you haven't seen the video that I did this morning, make sure and turn the notifications on for that page. So in the morning at 9 o'clock, when it hits, you're going to get that notification and you can get your business off going right away. We are going to be giving you things, maybe things you haven't even thought of before. And it could be a new way for you to run your business that you're just like, oh, wow, this is really fun. We're going to teach you things in your eSuite. We're going to teach you how to be better with your customers. There's going to be so much well-roundedness in this challenge. It's going to be so much fun. And we're giving away awesome stuff too. So I'm going to be the first to admit I am the worst at doing giveaways because I buy all the things and then I forget to choose people's names and stuff. So I've got my leaders assisting me in that, making sure each day they do a challenge, they give me the names and I will put them in right away and announce it. So we are going to be on the roll. We're going to have lots of fun this month and I'm super excited. You just have to have an open mind, be willing to do it, and don't turn down a day because it's hard. Because there's going to be surprise days where you get a big thing and it could be a really simple task and you don't know what it is. So go all in, guys. It's going to be great. But for those of you who are new, we have something called a host to post. We want to slam this in your brains all month long. This is why. When you're new, you have a market about yay big. It is so tiny and minute, and you're probably finding it so hard to like, well, I've already talked to everybody. Like, I don't know who else to talk to. I had like 200 people on my list. And you're finding it frustrating to follow people and trying to get them to follow you back. And it's like this whole thing, right? This is the beauty of a host to post. Basically, you send someone a message. You say, hey, can I ask you a quick question? Who ignores that? They're always like, well, I'm curious. Yeah. So you're going to we'll have all the templates. We are going to have all of that ready for you guys. And then you're just going to ask them if they would be willing to throw up a post on their page for you. And it's really going to help you because you're working towards a big, giant bonus. It's going to help you and your family, And if they post for you, they're going to enter in a drawing for a free Michael Kors wallet. Are they interested? I bought 8 Michael Kors wallets to help this team that you guys can advertise as. And what you're going to do is as you get people to post for you, you're going to keep a running list of every single person's name. And at the end of the month, you're going to send me everyone who posted for you. And I'm going to do a live drawing. And we're going to be giving 3 of them away. So it's for the whole team. I'm doing this for you guys. I really want you to please take this advantage. We have already made pretty pictures for you to post today. You can put it in your story, and every single day in your story, it's going to be annoying to some people. You're probably going to think that, but it's not because people love reminders. You're going to be getting new friends in. So you're just going to be like, hey, just so you know, I've got a giveaway going on my page right now. It's for a free Michael Kors wallet. Go to my page and comment so you can get entered. Everyone who comments, you send them a separate message and ask them if they will post something for you. That's how they get an entry. Now, this is why it's so beautiful. When they post it, they're going to be, their entire market that you have no contact with is going to be seeing it. They're going to be posting all these emojis like, yeah, I want to lose 30 pounds, or we have tons of templates that you can choose from that we've made today and yesterday. But when they comment that emoji, you're going to send them a message and ask them if they tell them about the product that they are wanting information on, about weight loss, hair, skin, and nails, a gym pack, whatever it is that you've posted about. And you're signing customers on the spot, people that you've never met before or heard of. So it's awesome. So we are going to be trying to message 100 people a day, host to post. It's going to be awesome. Every single person on someone else's post that hosts a post for you, you're going to send them a friend request who likes and comments it. That's going to bring your people in too. It's going to be beautiful all the way around. But you have to do the work. You have to stay organized. You have to write every person's name down. You have to put down who commented underneath them, their Instagram names, so you can keep going back and checking, and you can do a heart emoji underneath it and get it to bump back up on their feed again to keep this baby rotating for a week instead of one day. So every 2 days you go in and you put an emoji, it pops it back up. It pops it back up. But how are you going to do that if you don't keep a running list? So it's going to be real confusing, and you're going to be like, this is crazy. I'm having all these conversations. But then you're going to be getting all these huge orders. Every single one of the host-to-posts that we have made, it's for 2 to 3 products, at least 60 to 100 BV a piece. So that means if you are brand new and you get 4 of these guys, you're at a 400 club, and that is your very first promotion, and it's huge. And it's really exciting, okay? That also means if you're new and you get your first 4 customers, you're gonna get your $100 shopping spree. Free money for you to put right back into your business without you spending a dime. How cool is this, guys? We are really working. We are trying to get as much in with your business as possible. We have been brainstorming. We were up late till midnight last night doing this together, and we are just so dang jazzed up and excited for this for you. Okay, does anyone have questions on that? I will be putting all of this in the team page and step-by-step instructions, and we will have an entire comment section. So when I do post it, I'm gonna turn the commenting off so I can get all the templates in there, all the pictures in there. Then you can go in, tag your teams, take anything and all that you want, and use that this whole month. That's what we're doing. Does anyone have questions on host to post while we are on this subject? If you do, you can, okay, I see Lauren. Let me unmute you. Go ahead, babe.
So we can use stuff, like if you posted something, we can take it, like copy it, and you don't mind if we post it on our story or on our Instagram.
Yeah, everything.
But we can make it our own. Like if we, like the comments that we make, of course, make it our own.
For
like
sure,
we wouldn't put what you wrote. We would just make our own comment on it.
Right.
Use your picture.
Yeah, you can use my picture and everything, and we have several different pictures that you can choose from. And then even just the pictures of the wallet, you can take that in and put your own like giveaway words across it if you want, just to make the picture your own. And then the words, obviously, switch it up to make it sound like you. But the templates and everything else that are in there that you're going to be sending to people and having them post for you can pretty much be the same, because only our team is using them. They're not going to be expanded throughout all of It Works. So you're still going to get really good vision on it. And that's why I wanted to do it this way, because I've had people tell me, well, my host to post haven't been doing good recently. And that's because everyone and their mom's using it. So we created 30 new templates for this team.
Well, being new, it's hard to like know what to post and stuff. I struggle with knowing like how to post stuff. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Right. So what we're going to do is once a week, we're going to be having new distributor training. So we'll make sure that you know about that, and we can do information just on posting alone. But right now this is about host to post and like questions like that. But I really appreciate you asking that question. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course. Go ahead, Jordan.
Just a quick question. Do you strategically try to choose people to ask that have like at least a certain amount of followers or at least interact and post a lot? Do you know what I'm asking?
Yeah.
Just so it's worth the post.
Right. So when I do my giveaway post, anyone who comments on it, I don't care who they are. If they're commenting, that means they want an entry, and I'm going to give them something to post for me. But when I am specifically messaging someone, hey, can I ask you a question? I will be a little bit more strategic about that, just because I want to get the most out of it as possible. And you can even look at their account and see what kind of lifestyle that they have. Then you could give them a host of posts that really matches who they are. Like if you see a mom of 3 kids, you're maybe not going to give them the gym rat option. You might want to give them the tighten and tone firm option, or the energy and focus option, or the 30 pounds weight loss option. And then other people who they have just if they seem to really got it together, you can give them a business hosted post. That was a good question.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you can definitely decide what you want to give them based on what they look like, what their page looks like, and what their lifestyle is. Okay, any other questions on hosted post or anything that you would like to add? Let's see, no hands going through. Okay, cool. All right, so this next portion, we are going to be talking with Jenny. She had a lot of volume that she needed that last month for her promotion, and Homegirl made it happen. She got 20 customers, and they weren't just little orders, they were big orders. She was signing people left and right at the very end of the month. So let's get her on. Jenny, unmute yourself. You can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about where your mindset was in the month, how you got focused, what made you decide that you could just go ahead and do this, and how you went and got it done.
Okay, so hey, I'm Jenny. I'm a little nervous. But so I was super motivated because I joined this business in August of 2017. And I promoted really quick. I went executive the following month. I went Ruby, and then I was just stuck. And I was okay being where I was, making that extra 500. But there was months, I would make a little bit more than that, or even 1,000. But I was just fine. And until one day, in the beginning of this year, my husband and I, we were working together, and then we had to go our separate ways to get other jobs because we were in a family business. And so that meant that I couldn't see my husband as much as I wanted to, only seeing him a couple hours a day. And he's like my best friend, and that just killed me. And also living paycheck to paycheck, I'm so tired of that. And visiting my family in Ohio, it was a constant struggle. It still is. And I wanted to change that. And so I just knew that this past month that it had to be my month where I just had to go all in, because I was just so tired of working for other people and not really being paid for what you're worth. And so, sorry, my cat is sick and she's over here.
Kitty!
And so I decided that I was going to go all in. I was told that if you calculate your volume, you'll have to keep track of it every single day. So you want it on your phone. You always want to know where you're at, because if you don't know where you're at with your volume, you're not going to know where you're going for. And the one thing that I really want to mention is that consistency really helped me with this promotion. Everything that I was doing since August of 2017 had led me to where I am at now. I never gave up in my business, and I always posted. I always reached out to people. I never stopped. And even though I was stuck at Ruby, I never once thought in my mind that I was going to give up in this business, because I knew that this business was going to change my life and it's going to help me financially. I just had to put more work and more effort into it. And nobody's just going to hand it to you, because nobody's going to want this more for your family than yourself. And so the reason why I'm saying consistency and making sure you're posting every day, that's just proving to others that you're showing up to work every single day and telling them that, hey, I have these products, I'm still in this business, And I had girls from last year, from a year ago, finally reach out to me. It was so weird how many people are like, hey, so I've been watching you and, I really want to try this. and I had some girls who would accidentally vote on my polls, and I know how annoying that can be. And she did it 4 times, and I was like, hey girl, because every time they would vote on it, I'm like, hey girl, I just saw your vote. She's like, oh, I accidentally voted. So she told me that 4 times. And then the 5th time, I remember I was sitting on the chair and playing games with my husband, but I saw that vote. And so I'm like, hey, was this an accident again? LOL. And she said, actually, no, I need your help. You know, I've been watching you and I am desperate to lose weight. And so I recommended the detox combo, which is the 2-day cleanse and the daily detox. And so it's just always being consistent and always reaching out to those people, even though they're accidentally voting, they are really watching you. So just don't get discouraged when you do reply to them and they're like, oh no, you know, I didn't mean to do that, because they're going to stay on your feed and they're going to keep on voting accidentally.
That's what I like that you said that, because if they're accidentally voting, that means they are intentionally watching.
Yeah, so, and that, you know, keeps, you know, you on their timeline, so it's a win.
Exactly.
And so doing that, and also what I changed differently this past month is putting at least like 10 stories a day. And that's just everything, you know, with the products, with showing my face. People want to see who you are. People want to see just who you are as a person, because you want to grow that trust with them. And constantly messaging every single day is, I know that we sometimes can get discouraged when a lot of people don't order on the spot, but what you're doing right now with messaging is going to set you up for the following 2 months, because a lot of the customers that I did sign this month were people who I messaged in November or messaged last year. So it's just constantly keeping, like, remembering that you're always planting those seeds and they're going to keep on watching you. And so I also, when somebody was interested in a certain product, then I would follow up with them like every 2 days. I was desperate to promote. And I was like, hey girl, it's me again. Hey, how are you doing? I bet you were super busy. I know how life can be, but you know, I just want to get back with you in a conversation. Just be really like genuine too. And I sent a lot of voice messages, which drastically changed my business. I actually recorded my conversation and I will put it here into the chat. That way you guys can look at it later on. It's a lot of voice message.
That's one of my favorite ways to talk to someone. I would much rather send a voice message so they can hear me. They can hear Ezra screaming in the background, me doing things like, this is real life. My life isn't perfect. It ain't pretty, but here I am still talking to you from my home, from my phone. And it's really personable. People like it. And I'm like laughing at myself, messing up on words and stuff. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I can't tell you how many times I did also have to like slide to the left to delete it, because what I was saying was just like mumbling. Like, I'm not perfect either, you know. And so I was just myself, and I talked to them how I personally love the products and how it's going to help them. So I just shared it into our Diamonds chat, and you guys can look at that later. And then also there's another sample message that I send out. It's super quick. But I always recommended more than 2 products. I only had 2 customers for 30 BV. That's because they only wanted hair, skin, and nails. But other than that, I pushed the high packages. So my favorite ones was the 66 BV orders, the cleanse and the detox. And then I would do the 2 bags of keto coffee and the greens, or I would just do the keto coffee, the $39 plus the $49 deal. And that was like, I think 60 BV or something.
It's 60.
Mm-hmm. And then I did do a Thermofy X order, which once you guys place that one order, you're going to be addicted to only wanting to place 150 BV orders. That was just ridiculous. And I still can't believe it, because also I was at a concert. And I was so eager to promote that I had to get signal, and I had to leave out of the concert, walk all the way across the street, try to put my phone up in the air, getting signal. And then I got to one spot And I was like, I did not move, and there's golf carts going everywhere, people coming through, and I just did not move, and I had to place this order, and it was 150, but I just knew that that was more important than having to have fun at a concert. I mean, I still went back later on, but it's just you also have to make sacrifices when you're wanting to promote. It was worth it.
You called me, you're like, I need help.
Because I couldn't get signal.
It was awesome.
And
I was like,
so-
let me take care of it. Another thing, we don't want people to place more orders or higher BV just to benefit us. Our products are made to bundle together, to be used together. They work together. If someone is coming and telling you that they want to lose 30 pounds and you offer them Fat Fighters, you are doing them a disservice. I don't care if their budget is $25. And so that's why you offer them Fat Fighters. You're going to leave with a very upset customer because they are not going to get what they want. I would rather tell them, let's wait. You save the money and we'll get all these products together because this is what you need to get the results that you want. So you need to say you all the time. Put their results in front of them saying, I know this is what you need for your results. That's how you talk to people. So when you bundle together and you talk about how wonderful they are and this is what they need, they'll come up with that money. And I will tell them, like, please don't buy just one. This is not going to benefit you. This is not going to do what you're hoping it does. Buying these together is what you need. So let's wait until you can do it.
Yeah, because I had a girl who wanted to lose 30 pounds, and she only wanted to try one bag of keto coffee. And I sent her a voice message, and I said, one bag of keto coffee is not going to help you lose 30 pounds. You have to pair it with another product and let's give you the chocolate greens detox or something else. And so she listened to me because I told her, you want to lose 30 pounds and I can help you. So just like Tara said, I mean, multiple products will enhance the results. Be confident and don't be scared to sell them multiple products because you know exactly what they want and what they need, and they're going to fall in love with it. I had a customer sign up for the chocolate greens and the keto coffee, and she signed up as a distributor this month again. I mean, she signed from an LC to a distributor because she fell in love with the greens and the keto coffee. And so now she wants to share it with everyone. So don't be scared because people will love it and you know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. And that's something that I wanted to touch on too, because you said that. It's not their job to tell you what they want. It's our job to figure out what their goals are, their lifestyle, and for us to tell them the best products for them. Trust us because we know what we're talking about. They can come in saying that they want one thing and you're like, that's not going to benefit you because you don't exercise or you don't eat like really bad food. So you don't necessarily need the Fat Fighter. So it's our job to tell them what they need. And then Jenny, basically you just followed up like a beast until they signed up.
I did. And I have a full-time job too. So I can't have my phone out. So I was sneaking it every once in a while to message people. But on my 10-minute breaks, because if I miss my 10-minute breaks, I don't have a break. So I would pretend to go to the bathroom real quick to send like 3-4 messages and then come back. And then when I did have my 10 minutes break, I would message or sign customers. And I would tell Tara, like, I just signed a customer, a 60 PV order on my 10-minute break or on lunchtime. I was working. I was constantly working.
So
and when I came home, I was sitting right here and staying up till like 1:30 in the morning. And I was exhausted, but I just kept going and I kept messaging, kept following up with people, kept posting. Interacting with people too is key. The way I like doing it is when I message someone, right before I do that, I'll go to their profile, I'll like 3 of their photos and comment on one, and then I'll send them a message. So that way they can't, say that I didn't look at their profile when I'm telling them I am. The one message that has been helping me get a lot of responses, which I'll share it in the chat. But also, of course, like change it up if you're going to use it. But hey, girl, I was just looking through your page and I think you're just absolutely gorgeous. Can I ask you something? And a lot of times you're like, oh, yeah, thanks. Sure. And I say, you're so welcome. I didn't know if you'd be interested in trying out a plant-based skincare line, weight loss products, or hair growth vitamins with my discount. And then that's where I go on with my conversation. And a lot of times if they ask like, well, how much are they? I voice message them and I tell them, it just depends on which products interest you the most and which ones you would love to have. And then they go on with the conversation. So those are, that has gotten me a lot of responses.
Thank you for sharing that. We really appreciate it. Who wants to give Jenny a round of applause for sharing what she did? Thank you. And I'm about to do something impromptu. I did not talk to this person at all and ask them if they could help me. But Kalila, I'm about to unmute you.
Oh, you would. Okay.
I want you to share with us how you did something different, but you still got great results at the end of the month with signing customers.
What did I do that was different? Am I supposed to tell you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a big
You said you
part of
didn't
it-
really even have to message for it. You did something different, which I felt was like a very genuine way to use social media. So
Okay, let me think if I know what you're talking about.
interact.
Like Jenny said, I was following up every 1 to 2 days too. So people that were interested like 2 months ago were ordering now. And then I always, at the end, even if they were like, I only want the TFX, I would be like, okay, just so you know, like once they started ordering, I would say, okay, just so you know, the Mocha Dream, you're going to want to get that because I don't even get that price. So I was making sure to mention that in like 9 out of 10 times. Well, I didn't even do that many, but they ordered it.
Yeah.
And then I, like you have told us, I was steering away from scripts and being as real as possible. So like just totally being myself as much as I could. But I have a feeling I'm not saying what you want me to say. What did I do that I was...
You're interacting. How did you interact with people and then they would order from you?
Well, it was like you told us to go into stories, interact, ask people questions. I was doing that a lot. Commenting on people's pictures. What else was I doing to interact? I don't know.
Like, maybe I should have asked you before. I'm like, see, you can get your thoughts together. You're like, what? I have stage fright. I love lamps. Okay, well, I know because Jordan told me. Oh, Jordan.
Yeah, tell me. Did you tell me to?
Kalila's on the spot, so she's probably like, what magical power do I have? What happened?
What did I do?
So, Kalila is ridiculously consistent. When Jenny said 10 stories a day, like, she's absolutely right. Like, and Kalila will always have 15, 17 stories up every day. She incorporates her everyday life. She's sitting there with her baby making keto coffee and collagen all the time, every single day. And she puts up polls. Like, you guys are all awesome at polls. I see polls everywhere with you guys, which is amazing. But she'll follow up with the people with the polls. And she said a lot of those LCs were people that reached out to her because she was posting. Her posts are so genuine. And she's not trying to be salesy, and she's not putting a picture of, like, you know, our Blitz card and saying, here, buy our products. Like, she is just opening up her heart. Like, you know, I mean, you're very, very authentic, and that's what sells, honestly.
Thank you, Kalila.
Okay, yeah, that's what I did. What she said. Oh my God.
And you're like, and that is what I did.
What she said. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you. We are at our 30 minutes. You guys know that I like to keep our trainings 30 minutes long. So then if someone misses it and they rewatch it, they'll actually watch it because it's not 50 hours long. But thank you guys for participating. I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for hopping on again. This is really, really important. And you staying plugged in. And if you have a team, you're showing them that you're here. this is important to you, and your team is going to follow suit, and they're going to be doing the exact same things. So please, when I post this on the team page, I want you to put in the comments what you learned and your favorite part, okay? All right, guys. Happy host to posting and happy April. Have a good evening. Good night.